Okay, welcome Lamisi, communication expert working in Ghana, and we are- we'll be. She recently went on quarantine related to COVID, so she was traveling from and all the way she was asked to go for quarantine. She will be explaining all the she had for it. For an isolation for him. So we took this opportunity to hear. So please, what when we and it was not a kind of problem. So what was your thought?
Well, when I was told that we were going to be put in quarantine, I was shocked. In fact, I can't find the words to describe how I felt. But the first reaction was disbelief, like, no. But how can they do that? They haven't announced this anywhere. How can they just make a decision like that? Because at the time, the decision to put travelers in quarantine had not been announced publicly. The president was scheduled to make the announcement at 9 p.m. and we arrived at 8 p.m. So we hadn't heard about it. But anyway, so it was from disbelief to, okay, that's your reality, get used to it and quickly try and make up your mind on how you're going to spend your days in quarantine. At the time, there wasn't a lot of information, so we had no idea where we were going to go and how we were going to be treated, how long we were going to stay, and things like that.
So how your family felt about it? Because you are supposed to reach your home on that day, and suddenly you changed your plan.
Yes, they were equally surprised. So I said to them, look, listen to the radio or watch the TV at 9 p.m. Let's hear what the president has to say, so you know what is going to happen to me. But for now, I have no idea what is going to happen. My brother was at the airport to pick me up. So the airport had been announcing that anybody who had come to the airport to pick a traveler or a passenger up should please go back home, because they were not going to come out of the airport at all. So everybody was panicking around me. And I had also gone on Facebook and made the Facebook Live and told everybody that I was going to be put in quarantine together with all travelers who are arriving that evening. So my phone started ringing off the hook. Everybody wanted to know what was happening. My friends in the media were reaching out to me. They wanted to find out what was going on in the airport, what we had been told, where are they taking us to. I had no information, but I was not in the state to really talk to anybody in a very constructive way. I panicked. Okay. I panicked. I must confess, I panicked, yes, when I got the news, yeah.
Okay.
And so was my family also.
Yeah. How comfortable was the quarantine? Was you may have a lot of fears at that point. So how comfortable was it for that 14 days?
Okay, so we were taken to the quarantine in Ghana. Took place, the mandatory quarantine took place in top hotels across the city. So we were taken to a seaside hotel, one of our top hotels. And so it was the usual hotel environment. The only thing was that you were asked to stay in your room and not to walk on the premises. So you couldn't even enjoy the beautiful ambience in the hotel. You had to stay inside your room. The rooms were comfortable. We had unlimited internet access. We had television in the room. We had our meals delivered regularly to us. We had medical team monitoring our health whilst we were in quarantine. So our temperatures were checked in the morning and in the evening, so that if anybody was having a fever, that person can be isolated and monitored to see if they had the virus. So people also who had medical conditions and needed some extra attention, a doctor came in to attend to them. We also had psychologists who came to deliver our test results, for example. Yes, the hotel staff were okay. I mean, they provided the basic support that they could give to us. So every morning you receive your daily rations of soap, shampoo, and things like that for your room. If you needed your towels changed, they brought you new sets of towels, and they brought you new sets of bed linens if you requested for that. But we had to clean our own rooms because the hotel staff couldn't enter the rooms because we didn't know anybody's status at the time. Yeah.
Okay. So how you felt now you spent your 14 days of quarantine, and after that you were allowed to go home. So what was your feeling at that?
I was, yeah.
What was your feeling at
I was very excited. Yes, I was really very excited. So I left the hotel on the morning of my 15th day because I had slept through the afternoon when I was supposed to be going home. And when they called my room to alert me that I could pick up my clearance letter and go home, I was sleeping, so I didn't hear it. So I left the following morning. And I was very excited. I mean, on my way home, I felt a little special because I will show my clearance letter to the security because there were roadblocks as a result of the lockdown. So I just showed them my clearance letter, and when they see the release from quarantine, they salute me. So they just say, okay, move on, go ahead. And I kind of felt nice to be back in my natural environment, without having to stay in a small hotel room for 14 days. It wasn't easy, but it was a necessary sacrifice that we had to make to reduce the spread of the virus. Unfortunately, since we've been out, we've really seen the cases spike. Now, Ghana has over 1,500 infections with almost with over 150 recoveries. So you see the sacrifice that we made in the 14 days that we're in quarantine, and then the sacrifice that you expect other people to make to ensure that we are flattening the curve, but it doesn't seem that it is taking place, and we may have more cases.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what message at the end you would like to give to the world? Those because now the picture has changed. Now the numbers are becoming more and more, and countries are,
yes,
including your country and Ghana also, numbers are increasing. So what do you want to?
I think that we each have a responsibility to observe the protocols that have been, the protocols that we've been told to observe. So wash your hands frequently with soap under running water. In Ghana, for example, the government has granted us access to free water supply for the next 3 months. So if you have water flowing in your taps, you really have no excuse why you will not want to wash your hands. We've lifted the lockdown, but there are measures in place that if you're going out of your home, you must wear a mask. It's mandatory. I expect that we will all respond and obey the directive to wear masks. We have heard across the world that in countries that introduced the wearing of masks early, their cases did not really get out of hand. So it means that if we use the mask, it really would help us. It also says do not go out if you don't have anything to do, important to do outside. We need to reduce the number of people who are going out regularly. If you don't have anything to do outside, please stay home, because the virus only moves when people move out of their premises. We need to also take steps to protect the older people in our society, because they are much older. Their immune system may not be as strong as the younger ones. There are people who also have underlying conditions, who must take steps that they are protecting themselves first, and also protecting the people around them and the general public at large. We must make sure that constantly we are using hand sanitizers to sanitize our hands as often as possible. We have a duty to protect each other, and we have a duty to fight this virus. So people shouldn't see the measures that have been introduced. For example, the measures that are preventing us from social gathering. It is not a punishment. It is a necessary activity to ensure that we are reducing the virus. And I pray that we'll find a cure soon, because the way this thing is going is just worrying. We need to get back to our normal lives. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for joining us. I think this will be
You're
an
welcome, Dr.
inspiration.
Thomas.
This will be an inspiration for our viewers, and hope it will give a lot of positive energy to people who are and who probably have to quarantine, because
Yes,
years of
I pray so.
among people all over the world when they are asked to go on quarantine or on isolation, because it is something against their freedom. In countries like
Yeah.
believe in a lot of freedom, so there it's very important to give positive energy people, and teaching them about the importance of going on quarantine and isolation to uh, and hope all be uh, up, and we will have a new world.
Okay.